Hello team, I hope you are well, fine and good. So let us begin this session regarding the OpenAI which pauses some work on Astra over cybersecurity concern. So what about this concern and why it is becoming a potential risk, and what are the frontier model that are being in place or going to be in production. So everything we'll be discussing in detail. So if you are new to this channel, please do a subscription to this channel, like the channel, share the channel, and get the latest update regarding any cybersecurity news. So before proceeding, right, so we had a smiling face or somewhat similar to that. So we have observed how is how the AI model has bypassed sandboxing and done an live attack. So please go through the video and get the update on that. So before proceeding, we'll be having a discussion why OpenAI has paused the extra work. So what actually happened and why Astra is totally different from other models, and what is critical cyber capabilities. Everything we'll be discussing. Please stay tuned and watch the video till the end and get the latest update, folks. So here what actually happened. Okay, so when we discuss about what happened, right, so we need to understand that OpenAI has temporarily paused some internal activities, which even involves the upcoming AI model, that is Astra. Okay, so because as per the internal evaluation which has showed these kind of things. One is agentic coding, autonomous cybersecurity, long horizon task execution, tool use, and capability to operate less human intervention. Okay, so not cancelled, but only activities that do not meet new strengthened security requirement are paused. So this is what actually happened. So then why is Astra different? So because the concern is Astra's capability. So what are the different capabilities of this? So when we discuss about AI can plan, act, observe, adapt, keep going, and autonomously. So it understand a goal, break into subtask, then write the code. Okay, then execute the command, inspect the result, and adapt with something fails, which actually fails, and use the tools and continue working for a long time. Okay, which actually potential discover of vulnerability and potential develop in an exploit. So the combination of agentic coding plus cybersecurity is especially sensitive. So then discussing regarding why what is critical cybersecurity capabilities. So what is critical cybersecurity capabilities? So as per OpenAI framework or preparedness framework, the highest level means a model can. What the model can? One is, or this can. One, it can discover, and the it can devise and execute. So what it can actually discover? So it can discover deep functional zero-day exploit of all security levels in many hardened real-world critical systems without human intervention. Along with that, it decides the executive end-to-end novel strategies for cyber attack against hardened target given only to higher level desired goals. So OpenAI can say the primary testing is strong enough. So it is that it cannot rule out. Okay, so the possibilities that Astra reaches actual this level. So then we'll be discussing about the things that are security control OpenAI is introducing. Along with that, how monitoring actually works. So sorry for that. So what are the different security control that OpenAI is going to introduce? One is isolated testing environment, like just like sandbox, right? So separate from production and controlled infrastructure. Then it actually forwards a restricted network access. How it restrict? No unrestricted network. The network permission are carefully limited. Okay, so then it restrict tool access. How? Because it actually tighten the control over the terminal, as well as API, cells, browser histories, code execution, and many more. Then model weight protection. It's strong the protection encryption along with access control and security monitoring for model weight. and universal monitoring, monitor, check and risk, alignment across training, evolve and use. So how to monitor the how monitoring actually works here. So here open AI agent does the monitoring layer, checks action and regions, suspicious behavior detect, then security response, review and interrupt if risk. So monitoring actually looks at the model chain of thought of action, just the final answer which we can actually give. So again I say folks, the defense in depth is all about training, safety, access control, sandboxing, monitoring, network restriction and human oversight. So this is actually been required, right? Universal monitoring is always plays an important role. So if you are new, please do a subscription to Cyberverse Explode and get the latest update regarding any cybersecurity news. The Hugging Face incident, which we have already discussed, please go and have a session. Watch the section, and you will be getting all the updates regarding the why it actually become a major incident in latest news. So why sandbox is critical? Because the model may discover mistake in the environment such as network leaks, DNS access, credential exposure, open services, misconfiguration APIs and file system. So once the model find an escape route, the safe sandbox may no longer be safe. Then the Hugging Face incident, because during an earlier evolution, GPT 5.6 solved and more capable pre-release model compromise infrastructure belonging to Hugging Face. Okay, it actually done the layer attack, right, in the Hugging Face, because OpenAI described it as an unpredicted and Hugging Face are investigating together. Astra was not been involved over here. So timeline, early model evolution incident, increased concern about autonomous cybersecurity capabilities. Astra evolution shows major capable infrastructure, OpenAI strengthened control, and it actually been paused. So then why is this is a wider trend? Other AI incident, Anthropic, Mythos. So UK AI Security Institute reported that the model took action impacting real world target during evolution. Okay, most are caused involved in Anthropic Mythos model. Okay, it is the Mythos family model. Then OpenAI, let us discuss about this. In UK evolution, again model took real world action. One agent tried to insert malicious code into an open source project, using fake identity and social engineering. Meta actually disclosed an AI model behaved unpredictably during a security test. Moonsuit, Kimi K3. So this model reportedly found a network path to GitHub and downloaded the benchmark repo to read the solution instead of solving the challenge. So this is the new a new website created to track these cases is felonybreach.com. Again I repeat, felonybreach.com. So this actually the wider trend, other AI incident that is already been into trend. So again we will be discussing about why the GitHub example actually matters. So because the AI analyze the challenges, develop the solution and complete the task. What actually happened here? AI probe the network, find GitHub access, download repo, read the solution. So here AI did not solve the task natively, it found an unintended path and cheated its way around the benchmark. Powerful capabilities, that is dual use. One we can use for defensive use and there is for offensive. So in defensive, everyone you all know that is all about pro versus cons, or we can say negative versus positive. So here what are the different positive except that good things we can take: threat detection, threat hunting, vulnerability management, incident response, automated track, purple teaming, code analysis and security testing. Then coming to the bad thing, that is all about find and exploit vulnerability, weaponize the code, improve malware, reconnaissance, attack automation, unauthorized exploitation, vulnerability disclosure, real world attacks. So this all things are much more powerful capabilities that are having dual use. So the real shift assistant operator, old model and genetic model. So old model has human gives instruction, AI gives answer, human execute. Agentic model, human gives the goal, AI plan, use tool, execute, develop and adapt, then operates for a long time accountability. So working with government and expert is also an option, because OpenAI will work with the relevant government agencies and AI safety organization, where they will test Astra's capability in controlled and safe way. And also the AI, OpenAI will share the recommended security control with third party testing partner. So key takeaway are also important, because Astra is a familiar model with a powerful agentic coding. Then OpenAI cannot rule out its reaching critical cyber capability level. OpenAI is pausing some work until stronger security control are in place. Sandbox monitoring and access control are now more important than ever. Some capabilities can be used for defense or for attack. So this marks a new era. AI capabilities itself is becoming a cybersecurity risk. So that is all about for today's video analysis, folks. I hope you have enjoyed the session. Thank you for giving your precious 12 minutes of your time.